checking out Iglehart Podcast channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for all future content. Let's get it. Alright guys, this is Galak here again for another supernatural moment. We are on episode 8, Bugs. One of my least favorite episodes, not necessarily because of the episode itself. I just have a bit of arachnophobia. So not a fan of bugs at all. My big fucking 6'4", fucking 290 pound ass don't fuck with bugs. Interesting, right? But let's go ahead and jump into this. The episode itself, it was cool. Like I said, it wasn't the greatest, wasn't one of my favorites. One of the things that I really liked about the episode, which was the first time I think you got to see actual tension between Sam and Dean talking about their dad. When the realtor and his son, you got to see their relationship. You know, it wasn't the greatest. He kind of looked at his son a certain way just because he was into different shit. It was kind of the same thing that Sam was hinting at throughout the episode on how he wanted to be different, didn't want to hunt, and wanted to go to school and play soccer and shit like that. And, you know, Dean was kind of like, well, hey, bow hunting is important and shit like that. You know, it was just cool to see that friction between the brothers for the first time, based off the similarities between Sam and John, and then the realtor and his son. So that was cool. We always talk about CGI in these episodes. I will say it, I'm not sure why, but this time was not a better version of CGI. It looks like they took a step down. When the bugs were coming out of the shower head, I mean, again, I know it's 2005, but I mean, it looked about as fake computer-esque as possible, you know. I don't know what happened. I mean, from all the good CGI they've had from the first 7 episodes, and then coming to that was, I don't know, that was pretty bad. Maybe it was because it was a lot. You know, it was a vast amount of bugs that they had to do, so it just didn't look that well. I don't know. It didn't come off well. Compared to other stuff, it just didn't come off that well. But nevertheless, that didn't hurt the episode. I mean, that's just me talking about that tidbit. For the rest of the episode, though, one thing that I didn't like about the episode, which, you know, kind of separates me from this episode as a whole, is I am a fan of when the antagonist, or the bad guy, so to speak, it's something that you can attack as a whole. So, for instance, a ghost, a demon, a Wendigo, you know, whatever, the king of hell, Lucifer, blah, blah, blah. You know, this was just a curse as a whole, and I guess you could say they were up against nature and a curse, you know, but it wasn't like something that they could fucking go after straight up. So, you know, they technically didn't win or solve the problem. They just fucking lived out the scenario and survived, you know, and that's, I don't know. I mean, based off of Supernatural, that's not a win in my book, or I would say even in the boys' book. It was a win that they didn't die and that the family didn't die, but they didn't solve the problem, because if these white people come back again and try to, you know, build on that land, the same fucking situation is going to happen. So, I don't know. I'm used to seeing them fucking putting a win on the board and, you know, solving the problem, but this didn't solve the problem. You know, they just fucking fought off all the bugs for the night, you know, with the spray can and the fire and running around and hide in the attic and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know, it didn't solve the problem. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I guess, based off of the rest of the franchise, and you know how they fucking take care of business. They definitely didn't take care of business there. They just fucking lived it out and fucking took a pass and moved on, you know. But I mean, otherwise though, like I said, the acting was good. The interaction between Sam and Dean, always good. And one of the funny parts to me was when they decided to squat in the house that hadn't even been bought out yet. And Dean tells Sam to drive the car into the garage, and he's driving in, and Dean's getting ready to close the garage. He punches him in the balls. I mean, it's just priceless brother acting. They're not really brothers, but you would have fucking thought they were, because it was just great acting. I don't know, awesome. But otherwise, I mean, that's pretty much all I got for this. I'd say out of 10, I give this a 5.5, maybe a 6, and that's, again, that's not a bad 5.5 or a 6. It's just things that I didn't like, and compared to some of the great episodes of the franchise, that's where I place it. It is what it is. I hope everybody's having or gonna have a happy holidays here coming up here with Christmas and New Year's. If you celebrate it anyways, if you don't, it is what it is. But hopefully you guys take care. We got this drought waiting for Supernatural to come back. I love the last episode, probably my favorite of season 15 so far. We'll see what's next. Hopefully we'll get Benny back and more Rowena, and God, please give us Crowley back, because one of my favorite characters of all time. But anyways, it's been another Supernatural moment. Hope everybody's doing well, and until next time, episode 9, we'll get back at you. Always keep fighting. Peace.